2 years after Tarantino released his debut feature Reservoir Dogs in 1992, a hit piece called Who Do You Think You're Fooling was released, accusing Tarantino of plagiarism. The short documentary goes in depth on how Tarantino stole the plot for his movie from an older film called City on Fire. To this day, Tarantino hasn't declined those allegations. Matter of fact, he confirmed them.
And, there's a whole story about this Hong Kong movie, City on Fire. If you've ever seen City on Fire, it's very, very different from my movie. The section that they say I took, I did take from it. All right? Absolutely, I took from it.
Tarantino is never shy to admit that he steals from others. He sometimes even credits the source he steals from. But in 1992, no one was familiar with him. The violence, the music, the stealing. So it came in as a big surprise when the new golden boy of cinema was accused of plagiarism. And there's no doubt that Reservoir Dogs used City on Fire as a blueprint. The gang robs a jewelry store, but police enforcement arrives earlier than expected, and the whole plan gets thrown in the water. Most of the members get killed off. The gang deduces that one of the members is a snitch and suspects it's actually the undercover cop. An older, wiser figure takes the stand for the wounded undercover cop, which ends up in a Mexican standoff. Almost everyone dies, and the cop reveals to the man that he is indeed the undercover cop. Even though those two movies are similar, they're not the exact same. City on Fire takes the perspective of the cops, their moral code, and how far they should go to catch thieves. Chow, the main character, hesitates to take this mission because he had already betrayed a friend before as an undercover cop. At the end of the movie, the inspector in charge scolds Chow's commanding officer for allowing an officer to die for a mission. Reservoir Dogs, on the other hand, wants you to root for the bad guys, no matter how bad they are. Except for tipping waitresses.
I don't tip.
You don't tip?
No, I don't believe in it.
They really have no moral code. And the way they do this is by putting more emphasis on the father-son relationship. The betrayal near the end of the movie feels more treacherous than the one in City on Fire because Tarantino builds on that relationship. Naturally, because both movies take place in different places, their aesthetics are completely different. One takes place in a gritty Hong Kong setting and the other one takes place in sunny LA. Even with high stakes and a ton of violence, the movie is still lighthearted and has its comedic moments. Reservoir Dogs fits more as a heist movie where you don't actually see the heist, while City on Fire is a crime thriller where you're taken into Hong Kong's underworld. So is it really safe to say that Tarantino plagiarized City on Fire? No, but he did steal multiple elements from it, which isn't seen as a wrong thing in cinema. I steal from every single movie ever made. I love it. If my work has anything, is that I'm taking this from this and that from that and mixing them together. I steal from everything. Great artists steal, they don't do homages. It's also noteworthy that as Tarantino's first film, it has influenced other filmmakers who they themselves started stealing from Tarantino.